Hi guys, welcome back to this tutorial. Now what we're going to do is model a plate in this video, and it's really simple, and that plate will then go with our fork, our wine glass, our spoon, and etc. Okay, so let's hide them and let's think of a plate. It's circular. Let's start with a cylinder then, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale this cylinder out quite wide, something like that, and that plate is really tall. We don't like that, so I'm going to shrink it down as well like that, so it's, you know, quite a thin base, and we can, once we've got our knife and fork and model in there later, we can scale all of these later, so, you know, don't worry. Now if we look from the side view, with my plate I want it to be flat and then angular and then flat again at the top, so it's got a little bit of a depth to it. Let's go for a posh plate. So I'm going to go to face mode, and I'm going to select all of the faces by holding shift all the way around this perimeter, this circumference. Is it circumference? I think so. I think that's the word. Around the outside. Let's go with that. Okay, so I'm just going to move around, holding shift, add all of these faces to the selection. Check that none are selected below and none on top. That's fine. I'm going to hit Control E, which is my extrude, and I'll go to the thickness, and I'm going to make this about that thick. Okay, now what I want to do is I actually want to push these up to get it, oh wait there, I actually want to push these up to get it angled. I just turned off my snap to grid up there because it was left on from the previous stuff I was doing, so don't worry about what I did there. But yeah, like I said, I want this to kind of be angled up, but look, it puts half of it up and half of it down. The reason being is we need to centralize this, and that's just with this little power looking button by here. So click that, and now there we go, I can move it up. Okay, simple as that. What I want to do is I want to extrude again to kind of come outwards. So if I hit Control E, and then I can go to the thickness, and yeah, that's looking nice. I could have pulled out with this. That would have also done it, but yeah, you know, there's multiple ways to do the same thing sometimes. So that is my plate, okay? Not completely finished yet. Let's just get the select button and click off. It's quite angular at the moment, isn't it? So let's right click, go back to object mode. It is quite angular. If we hit 3 to smooth it, it's really smooth, but it's too smooth now for me. Now 1 is our, you know, sort of low poly version. 3 is our smooth version. If we hit 2, what it does is it shows us the smooth version with the material, but it's also got the cage, got the wireframe from the low poly version, okay? It's almost a blend of them both. Now, why that's interesting is if I go to my mesh tools, I know that I want to insert an edge loop very close to the top, and that'll just make this, if I just insert it, that makes the sort of drop off harsher because you add in another division there. But sometimes I like using this little cage because I can see, for example, let's undo me putting that edge loop in there. I can put it in here and guess what it's going to look like when I smooth it. But I use the cage view so I can see the smooth version and I can see the low division, the low poly cage. So anyway, click, and I think I'm going to put one. The closer you put it, the more angular this will be. And actually, I quite like that. Yeah, so what you could do is you could also put one just by here on this bit by here, and it'll give it a harsh edge then. And let's click off and go back to object mode and turn it to 3. I actually like that as a plate. That's really smooth, really soft. I like it, okay? So yeah, we're going to leave that one there. That's how you model a plate. And now, actually, what I will do is just rename this to plate in the outliner. If you can't see that, go to Windows and Outliner. And yeah, now we've got most of our assets for our little scene. So cheers for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.